Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Aquarius, today we're going to go over your overall energy as well as your person's overall energy. Just keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. Also, keep in mind time is fluid. So, this could either currently be happening or maybe happening at a later date. How does Aquarius currently view this relationship? Okay, Aquarius. So we do have the Six of Swords. We also have the Death card. All right, so far so good. And then we also have the Lovers. For some of you, you could be dealing with another Aquarius, possibly a Scorpio, maybe even a Gemini. It doesn't necessarily have to be the case though. But I feel like these are phases that you're actually going through, Aquarius. It kind of looks like in the recent past, you walked away from a connection that was keeping you stuck and stagnant is like the best way that I can describe it is what I'm seeing here. With the Six of Cups coming out here, there's a huge possibility that you could have been dealing with this person, for many, many years, because I am definitely getting that for the vast majority of you, that you were dealing with this person for many, many years. But I don't know, it just kind of looks like this relationship, it kept you very stuck. It kept you very stagnant. For some of you, I kind of feel like you were very, very unhappy with this person for a very, very long time, but there was something in particular that was keeping you bound to this person, and it could have a lot to do with the fact that maybe there was a child involved and or children involved, and because of that, maybe you tried your hardest to make that marriage or that relationship work for the sake of the child involved or the children involved. For others of you where you didn't have a child and or children with this person, what could have kept you stuck and bound to this entire situation could have a lot to do with the fear of, not knowing what your life is going to look like, what your life is going to be like if you were to actually up and leave this person. Because for the vast majority of you, this person is basically all that you knew, because you were with this person for a long period of time. So to have to leave something that's so familiar to you and head towards something that's not, that's, very scary for a lot of people to basically do. But it kind of looks like, you found the strength and the courage within yourself to officially leave that relationship that was keeping you stuck. And restricted, but also very, very stagnant. So with the Six of Swords to the Death card coming out here, again, Aquarius, I feel like these are phases that you're going through. This is you essentially embracing life without this person in it. The fact that you found the strength and the courage within yourself to leave was a really big deal for you, but I feel like you're finally realizing, Aquarius, that you didn't really have anything to worry about like you initially thought you did, because there was a lot of worry and fear coming from you in regards to leaving this relationship. And now that you officially leave this relationship, you're starting to realize like, oh wow, like I didn't really actually have anything to worry about. I also feel like your peace of mind is finally being restored because you left this marriage, because you left this relationship. So for the vast majority of you, this marriage or this relationship, it could have been stressing you out quite a bit. But now that you're, removing yourself from that person, you find yourself more at peace. That's one thing that I am definitely getting strongly, okay? You're definitely embracing this brand new chapter. Very, very well. That's one thing that I am definitely getting. But with the Lovers coming out here, that's kind of telling me that love is going to eventually show up here for you. And I feel like it's going to show up when you least expect it. Because, this to me kind of feels like you walking away from a relationship that you've been a part of for a very, very long time. And, trying to kind of adjust to life without this person in it, but also kind of taking time to kind of find yourself all over again, especially for those of you who felt like you really did lose yourself within this marriage, within this person that you were once upon a time dealing with. But as you're trying to find yourself all over again and just to life without this person in it, I feel like love is going to show up here for you. And I do feel like it is going to catch you off guard, primarily because you're not necessarily looking for love or focusing on trying to find love. It kind of looks like you're going to try to focus more so on finding yourself all over again and adjusting to life without this person in it. So yeah, when this connection does show up here for you, Aquarius, it is going to definitely catch you by surprise. That's one thing that I am definitely getting, but the connection itself is also going to be very, very intense for you. I'm also getting that as well. How does this person currently view this relationship with Aquarius? Okay, let's see. All right, so we do have the Page of Wands, we got the Eight of Wands, and then we also have the Six of Wands. So when you do cross paths with this person, Aquarius, like I said, the connection in itself is going to be very, very intense, not only for you but also for them. There is an overall energy of this person feeling really drawn to you and your overall energy. I do want to look a little bit more into this person though. You could very well be meeting a fire sign strongly, so an Aries, Leo, maybe even a Sag. Or this person might just have a lot of fire um, within their chart. But tell me more about this person. Yeah, a lot of fire. A lot of fire. So you could very well be meeting a fire sign very soon. Maybe even a water sign. I'm getting nothing but fire and water. Nothing but fire and water off of this person over here. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups, we got the Ace of Wands, and then we also have the Five of Wands to the Tower. You know, I feel like this is, you know, me just kind of speaking in advance when it comes down to like roughly what you guys are going to find yourself experiencing with one another is kind of what I'm getting primarily off of the energy that's showing up here for you. So yes, they're going to find themselves feeling really drawn to you and your overall energy. The fact that this person has this combo coming out here for them is kind of telling me that they're going to have a very, very difficult time building and establishing the relationship that they want with you. In other words, they're going to find themselves running into a lot of obstacles, is basically what I'm getting. And I feel like, to be completely honest, I feel like that has a lot to do with you, Aquarius, and very little to do with them. So this could basically insinuate that this person's going to attempt to try to pursue something serious with you, and they're going to receive a level of pushback coming from you. And it could be because a lot of you might feel like you're not ready for anything serious. A lot of you might find yourself feeling like things are moving a little bit too quickly around here. I don't feel comfortable. I don't like this. Because I feel like the only reason why they're going to experience the only reason why they're going to experience a level of pushback coming from you anyways, I just feel like it has a lot to do with, you know, how fast things are going to move within this connection, and how overwhelmed and intense it's going to be for you, which is kind of making me feel like, yeah, you will attempt to push this person away. Yeah, you might attempt to run in the opposite direction as a relationship. That's definitely a possibility. But this person, man, it's like they remind me of a rock, okay? They're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. So you could try to push them away. You could try to run in the opposite direction if you want to, Aquarius. But this one over here is like a rock. They're not going anywhere. Like, that's one thing that I am definitely getting strongly off of this person, is that they are not going anywhere. Aquarius, this is that type of person that does not give up easily. Like, when this is that type of person that when they set their mind to something, they're very determined to make it happen. So you got to understand that when it comes down to you, when they do meet you, if they haven't, you know, met you just yet, they're going to be dead set on you and what they want with you. And even though they're going to experience a level of pushback from you due to the reasons why you're, you know, going to find yourself pushing them away, they're not going to turn around and just throw their hands up and just give up. You know what I mean? It's not going to play out that way. They're not going to stop pursuing you. They're not going to stop chasing you. They're not going to stop trying to make this relationship work here, because again, it's that type of person, man, when they have their eyes dead set on something, they're very determined to make it happen. Okay, so good luck with that. Okay, how does Aquarius feel about this relationship? Yep, no surprise. When you do meet this person, one thing that you're going to notice about this person is how different they are, Aquarius. And you're going to absolutely freaking love it. You're going to love the fact that this person is so freaking different, especially from your ex. Like, this one over here is like the polar opposite of your ex. And that's something that you're going to really love and appreciate about this person. However, because this person is so different from what you're accustomed to dealing with, yeah, this relationship, dude, for you, it's going to take some getting used to. You know, you're going to find yourself feeling overwhelmed. You're going to find yourself harnessing this self-sabotaging energy. In other words, you're going to find yourself wanting to run in the opposite direction of this relationship, in the opposite direction of this person. And it's mainly because, well, for one, they're so different from what you're accustomed to dealing with, to the point where you're going to look at this human and you're going to think to yourself, like, I don't know, this one over here, they look a little too good to be true. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. You know, if it's one thing that I will say is this, and I absolutely love the fact that I'm actually seeing this, you're going to want something serious with them. Like, despite the fact that, yes, you're going to look at this person like they're a little bit too good to be true, you're going to find yourself wanting to be with this person. This person's going to find themselves wanting to be with you, all right? I just kind of feel, Aquarius, like, despite the fact that you're going to find yourself wanting to be with this person, you're not going to be able to shake this energy of essentially feeling like, I don't know, they just look a little too good to be true. I don't know if I can trust them. They're a little too nice. They're a little too thoughtful. They're a little too supportive. They're a little too this, that, and the third, right? But it's just because you're not used to dealing with people like this. You're used to dealing with the complete opposite. You're used to dealing with somebody who's not supportive of you. You're used to dealing with somebody who's not thoughtful or generous or kind. You're used to dealing with somebody who just simply doesn't really value or appreciate you. You know what I mean? And the fact that you're actually stumbling across somebody who's going to value you and appreciate you and be there for you and take care of you and, you know, treat you the way that you honestly deserve to be treated, it's just going to feel weird. And it's going to feel like, yeah, this is a little too good to be true. But just know that it's not. It's not too good to be true. It just is what it is. All right. This is going to take some time for you to, you know, warm up to them and the way that they are with you, and just the way that you're gonna find yourself being treated by this person. It's just gonna take some getting used to, Aquarius. How does this person currently feel? All right, we have the King of Wands, we also have the Magician, and then we also have the Seven of Wands. This person might have Aries, specifically that. Like, this person might have Aries within their chart somewhere, because this person does kind of strike me as somebody who kind of loves a little bit of a challenge, is kind of what I'm getting. They don't necessarily like when things come to them so easily, is kind of what I'm getting, which is kind of making me feel like maybe, just maybe, they might have Aries within their chart. That's definitely a possibility. But because this person's going to find themselves experiencing a level of pushback from you, I hope you know that that's going to cause this person to want you even more. So every time you push them away, they're going to want you even more. And then if you turn around and push them away again, they're going to find themselves wanting you even more than they originally did at first. Is basically what I am getting off of this person's overall energy. Like I said, very, very dead set on you and what they want here with you. True pair situation, by the way, between you and this person. For those of you who do not know this, the person that's actually in the Strength card is the Empress, and the person that's actually in the Chariot is the Emperor, making it a true pair situation here between the two of you. They see a lot of potential between you and them. You know, they view you as their equal. They view you, you know, as like, you know, their better half is like the best way that I can describe what it is that I'm seeing here. So just prepare yourself, Aquarius. Well, I don't even feel like there's anything that you can honestly do to prepare yourself. You're just going to have to roll with the punches here when it comes on to this one, because I don't feel like there's anything that you can do to prepare yourself. So I take that back. All of this is going to become a little bit too much for you, Aquarius, because for one, you got a connection showing up here for you out of the freaking blue. It wasn't something that you were anticipating. It wasn't something that you were expecting to happen, but it kind of looks like that's what's going on here. Not only do you have to deal with that, but you also have to deal with the fact that 9 times out of 10, this one over here is going to attempt to rush things here with you, okay? It's not going to take this person too long to realize you are what they want. So you're going to also have to kind of deal with them, you know, wanting to take things a step further with you. And that in itself is, you know, going to add on to how overwhelmed you already feel. And then when you attempt to push them away, and when you attempt to run in the opposite direction because, you know, this is a little too much, now you're starting to look at them like they're a little bit too good to be true, you're also going to have to deal with the fact that you're not dealing with somebody who gives up that easily. So prepare for this human over here to run after you. Prepare for this human to not give up on you so easily, because they're not going to. Like I said, the more you push this one over here away, the more they're going to find themselves wanting you, okay? For some of you, you might think if you were to just distance yourself from this person and, you know, push this person away, that it's just going to cause them to, I guess, I don't know, lose interest in you. No, the complete opposite is going to basically happen, Aquarius. So, yeah, prepare yourself for that too. This person, dude, like, they might be a fire sign strongly, or like a water sign. Yeah. So with that being said, in regards to how this one over here feels about you, very, very determined individual to manifest and create the life that they essentially want with you. They're not going to stop. In other words, they're not going to stop until they get what they want. But this person over here has some strong ass energy. So I also kind of feel like that in itself is going to make you feel a little bit overwhelmed. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I feel like it's going to make you feel a little bit even more overwhelmed. What actions will Aquarius take towards this person or moving forward? We have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and then we also have the 10 of Swords. Okay. The bottom of the deck, we do have the King of Swords, and then we also have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, this relationship is going to pose a lot of challenges for you. Is kind of what I'm noticing. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't feel like this relationship for you, anyways, is going to be a walk in the park, because of the amount of challenges that this relationship is basically bringing into your life. To be honest. So let's talk about how you plan on moving forward. Even though you're kind of getting these self-sabotaging thoughts like, "Ooh, this is too much. I should really run in the opposite direction of this relationship." I don't actually see you doing that. I don't. I actually see you choosing to give this person and in this relationship a fair chance. That's one thing that I do see you doing. Because again, this is somebody that you're going to find yourself wanting to be with. You're not dealing with somebody that you don't see potential with. You're not dealing with somebody that you don't want to be with. You're dealing with somebody that you actually want to be with, somebody that you actually see a lot of potential with. But I just kind of feel like this relationship is going to force you to overcome a lot of things, to be completely honest, Aquarius, making the journey for you very challenging, very difficult, and very overwhelming, okay? Even though I kind of see you seeing this relationship through, there's still going to be times, dude, where you're going to find yourself feeling like, I don't know, like this is a little too much. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm ready for all of this. So I feel like that's something that you're going to have to like overcome, Aquarius, is, getting over, your fear, right, of intimacy, because there's a huge possibility that this previous relationship could have caused you to develop a massive fear of intimacy. It just kind of looks like once you decided to leave this relationship, you made it a priority to just kind of do you. This is kind of, the true epitome of somebody planning their whole life out and not including love in the equation of it all. And I feel like it's because this last relationship made you want absolutely nothing to do with love. It made you not want to allow another person to get close to you. It made you not even want to go there ever again with another person. So the fact that love is showing up here for you, you're, for the most part, finding yourself in a predicament where you are kind of finding yourself, feeling pressured to, face this massive fear of intimacy that you have due to this previous relationship. It's causing you to face these trust issues that you have due to this previous relationship. I just kind of feel like a lot of healing is going to come out of this entire situation for you, Aquarius, if you were to see this entire situation through, because not only is it going to help you overcome this massive fear of intimacy that you have, but it's also going to help you overcome your trust issues. I'm also kind of getting like an overall energy of you also running into another challenge, which would be this challenge over here, right? You don't trust anyone enough to fall into your feminine energy. You don't trust anyone enough to fall into your feminine energy. And this relationship is going to really help you out with that. This relationship is going to help you. This relationship is going to help you to not constantly operate from this masculine energy that you've been, operating from. Okay. And I feel like, again, this has a lot to do with this previous relationship that you were in. There's a huge possibility that in this previous relationship, you were sitting in your feminine energy. And unfortunately, you were dealing with somebody who really took advantage of the fact that you were sitting in your feminine energy and really abused the fact that you were sitting in your feminine energy, okay? And after that relationship went south, you made it a priority to harness this masculine energy and remain in this masculine energy. In other words, you went from feeling like it's safe to rely on someone, feeling like it's safe for you to go there emotionally speaking with a person, to not feeling safe at all, emotionally with anyone. Not feeling safe to allow anyone to honestly be there for you, or do for you, is basically what I'm getting. But I feel like this has a lot to do with this relationship that you're once upon a time a part of. So that's going to be another challenge that you're going to have to face, okay? Now, with that being said, this relationship is going to help you find balance between your masculine energy and your feminine energy, okay? That's another thing that I am definitely getting, that you're going to essentially overcome. But that does kind of require you to see this entire situation through, which I do see you doing that. Listen, there's going to be times where you might go as far as to run in the opposite direction of this relationship, and that's fine. Even if you were to do that, even if you were to run in the opposite direction of this relationship, this is going to be the type of human that's going to run right after you and convince you into staying with them. So I'm not really concerned about this relationship, you know, coming to an end or anything like that. When you start harnessing, you know, this Seven of Swords energy where you feel the need to self-sabotage it to the point where you might even act upon it, to the point where it might just bring this relationship to an end for good. I'm not worried about that. You know, I kind of feel like even if you were to run in the opposite direction, I don't feel like this relationship is actually going to officially come to an end, because this one over here is always going to try to convince you into staying with them. They're always going to find themselves, you know, convincing you that you don't have anything to worry about, you know, things of that nature. But it kind of looks like once you get to the other side of all of this, Aquarius, you're going to come out you're going to find yourself coming out of this entire equation as a much evolved person. I also kind of feel like a lot of healing is going to come out of this entire situation. So you're going to come out a more healed, you know, version of yourself, but it does kind of require you to go there. And I do see you going there, but you know, I'm going to be honest, you're going to have your days where, you know, the relationship in itself is going to feel good, but you're going to have your days where you're going to find yourself feeling like, oh man, I don't know if I can do this. This is a little too much, you know, to the point where, yeah, you might want to self-sabotage it, and hell, you might even go as far as to do so. But I don't feel like this relationship is, I don't feel like this relationship will come to an end between you and this person, even if you were to do that. All right, what actions will this person take towards Aquarius or moving forward? All right, so we have the Page of Pentacles, we got the Hierophant, and then we also have the Temperance card. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card, we got the Ten of Swords, and then we also have the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, there you go, with the 9 of Wands to 2 of Swords to 10 of Cups. Okay, this is going to be one hell of a journey, Aquarius, for you, but it's going to be one hell of a journey for them as well, because just like this relationship is not going to be a walk in the park for you, it's not going to be a walk in the park for them, you know. It is basically what I'm getting. Okay. So let's talk about it. Moving forward, okay? And again, I feel like this is me talking out in advance when it comes down to what you guys are going to find yourself experiencing with one another, you know, things of that nature, okay? With the Page of Pentacles to the Hierophant to the Temperance card coming out here, this person honestly does mean well. You know, that's one thing that I will say. They're not here to play games with you. They're not here to waste your time. They're not here to do any of those things, right? But you're not going to trust that. You're not going to believe that. Hence why they're going to find themselves throughout the course of their relationship with you anyways, constantly having to, you know, reassure you, constantly having to prove themselves to you. And they're going to do it. That's kind of besides the point here. If they need to prove themselves to you in order to build and establish a relationship that they want with you, honey, that's exactly what they're gonna do. If they have to go out of their way to make you feel comfortable, to make you feel more at ease, honey, then that's just what this one over here is going to do. Like, this person kind of comes off to me as somebody who's willing to honestly do whatever the hell it takes to make this relationship work here between the two of you. So even though they know that they mean well, even though they know their heart is in the right place, even though they know their intentions are pure, they're going to obviously find out that you don't seem to fully believe that. You don't seem to fully trust that. Hence why, like I said earlier, they're going to find themselves experiencing a lot of moments of adversity with you due to this past connection that you were once upon a time a part of. This past connection, dude, that you were once upon a time a part of, it really did affect you. It really did affect you on so many freaking different levels. And as much as you may want to be with this person, as much as you may find yourself feeling a very strong sense of connection with them, it's going to be hard, dude, for you to let this person in. It's going to be hard for you to even allow yourself to go there again. You know what I mean? But listen, there is no doubt in my mind, right, that you will eventually overcome all of this. It's just going to take some time, Aquarius. You have to really give yourself some grace throughout this entire journey. You really do. Because of this past relationship that you were in, it's going to make loving this person hard. it's going to make letting this person in hard. It's going to make letting yourself even go there with this person very, very hard. But just know that you got someone by your side that's not going to give up on you easily. Just know that you got someone by your side that's going to be there for you every step of the way, which it kind of makes sense as to why Spirit is actually sending someone like this into your life. It makes perfect sense, right? Because let's say, this was the type of person that was very quick to give up on people easily, right? You would constantly find yourself, right, remaining in this energy of keeping everybody at arm's length, not allowing anybody to get close to you, not even allowing yourself to get close to absolutely anyone. And all that's really going to do is prevent you from fully healing from the past and overcoming the past. When you do get with this person, though, one thing that you're going to find yourself experiencing is an overall energy of you essentially feeling like you made peace with the past, like the past is no longer affecting you, like the past is no longer haunting you. You're going to find yourself feeling that way initially at first, which is going to cause you to become very open and receptive to them initially at first, okay? Because you're going to feel like, oh yeah, I've already made peace with the past, I've already moved past it. I'm good. You know what I mean? But the moment things start to get very intense here between the two of you, the moment things start to get very real between the two of you, that's when stuff from the past is going to really start to come up to the surface here for you, which is going to basically highlight to you that you're not as over that stuff that you went through with this person from your past like you initially thought you were. It kind of looks like what you basically did is after that relationship came to an end, right, between you and that person that you were dealing with, you just took a break from love. That's all you did. You took a break from love. That time that you spent being single and alone, you weren't actually healing like you thought you were. You weren't actually healing like you thought you were. So when you get with this one over here, you're going to realize like, oh man, like I actually didn't heal all this time that I was, single. I actually didn't heal from this. I actually didn't heal from that. Like I said, all you basically did was take a break from the very thing that triggers you, the very thing that scares you, which is intimacy, which is a connection, right, with someone. And this relationship, I'm sorry, is going to really highlight that for you. The only way to really overcome these past experiences that you've went through, with this person from your past is, allowing yourself to go there with another person and understanding that, for one, not everybody's the same. And this relationship is going to really highlight that to you, that not everybody in this life is the same. Just because your ex did you the way that they did you doesn't necessarily mean that this one over here is going to turn around and do you the same way that this person from your past did you. And that's something that you're going to realize. So you're going to learn a lot, Aquarius, and you're going to grow a lot from this entire experience. Like I said, once you get to the other side of all of this, like, you're going to come out a much more healed version, and a much more evolved person. So in the end, being involved with someone like this, it's really going to benefit you quite a bit. And just know that you have somebody by your side that means well. Just know that you have somebody by your side that's not going to turn around and give up on you that easily. They're not. This is that type of person that's going to stick by your side through the good times and the bad times, basically. And listen, I feel like you've been waiting for someone like this to show up. I feel like you've been wanting for someone like this to show up. And now that this person's finally here, you kind of have to remind yourself, Aquarius, that what you currently have with this person is what you basically used to want. It's basically what you never really had, from this person from your past. So, remind yourself of that. But just know that this is going to be one hell of a journey, not only for you, but, also for them. Because as they're trying to pursue you and what they want here with you, they're constantly finding themselves, feeling like the two of you are taking 20 steps forward to then 40 steps backwards. They're going to find themselves feeling that way. And there's going to be times where this person's going to feel discouraged. There's going to be times where this person's going to find themselves feeling like, damn, I'm probably never going to have or establish the relationship I want with Aquarius. But they're going to keep trying, and they're going to keep going, and they're going to keep trying, they're going to keep going until they get the outcome that they basically want here with you. And listen, all this person really wants is to be able to build and establish a life with you. That is literally all this person wants. That is literally it. Nothing more, nothing less. You know what I mean? But you're not going to trust that. And that's understandable as to why you wouldn't trust that. But it's going to take time for you to trust this person. It's going to take time for you to overcome, the things that you're going to find yourself facing within, this relationship. But give yourself some grace along the way. Be patient with yourself. And you'll see that you're going to overcome a lot of things, but just don't go anywhere. Don't run in the opposite direction. Like, try your hardest to really, really see this through, and just be patient with yourself, and just understand too that, Aquarius, you're letting a whole nother human being in. The very thing that you promised yourself you would never do again. The very thing that you told yourself you would never even allow yourself to ever do, ever again. So, and you have your reasons, okay? Oh my gosh, you have your reasons as to why you never wanted to do all of this again. You have valid reasons. You genuinely do. However, it's time for you to not continue to allow the past to have such a massive hold on you. Just because this person put you through what they put you through, doesn't mean that you should turn around and just flat out give up on love. That's just not fair, for you to even do that to yourself, because even despite everything that you went through, Aquarius, you still deserve love. You still deserve somebody who's gonna love you, who's gonna take care of you, who's gonna be there for you, who's gonna treat you right. You still deserve all of those things. So don't rob yourself of those things because this fool from your past did you the way that they did you. Don't give that person power anymore over you. You still deserve love. You still deserve somebody who's going to care about you and be there for you every step of the way. Just let them be there for you. Just let them love you, to be honest. And like I said, it's going to be hard. It's going to be challenging, but if you just stick with it, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to be grateful in the end that you did. All right. So, Aquarius, hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.